Oh my goodness, y'all. Ooh, I am still just like in a whole fucking just other universe. Like, oh my god. Oh, oh, I'm having convulsions. I'm sorry. Oh, where can I start? Okay, so let me have me a sip real quick. Hold up. Mm. For those of you who don't know, I am a huge Eminem fan. Like I am since he first came on the scene like 98, 99. Like I y'all just don't understand. Like I love me some fucking Eminem. Like I have every single album of his except for um I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really I mean I liked the last album, but um I didn't really how can I put this? To me it just seems like he wasn't really being true to himself. I understand like we have to evolve and things like that, but I just felt like he was kind of still in a place mentally where he's still healing from some things he's dealt with in his life. So I feel like this new album KamiKaze is just him having fun. I feel like he is one of those people. Like Eminem talk a lot of stuff about people in his albums, but honestly all these people that he named in his album, I honestly don't think he has a problem with them. He is just he just Eminem is just like a he's a truthful honest person, but at the same time he likes to shock people. So um if I was named in this album, I really wouldn't take it personally. Like it's honestly something that you should be proud about. That's just advanced your career to the next level to have an artist, a legendary artist such as Eminem, to say your name in his on his album. And so um I remember 2002 I went to the anger management concert. I lived in Colorado at the time, and Eminem had such a big, huge following in Colorado that he actually did two concerts there. And I think during this anger management concert, his tour. And so I was there. I was smoking my weed. I was, this dude that I was sitting next to, he bought me a beer. He was like, it was just cool. I had a good ass time. So, this KamiKaze album, it just reignited some I get emotional every time I listen to it because it just ignited those feelings that I had as a teenager and just being so in love with some fucking Eminem. So the okay, I'm gonna stop babbling, but the downfall thing about this is I'm kind of worried about the fact that I know Eminem. Like I'm an artist myself. I'm a writer. I'm an artist. I like to create. So sometimes you got to go to a place. Like sometimes I would have to drink, I would have to smoke, just to write. And sometimes some of your best art comes from an altered state of mind. So I'm just hoping that Eminem didn't have to go back to a dark place to pull this album out, because this is a legendary album. This is what we needed. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I needed. Like I'm not gonna lie, when I listen to Migos and people like that, I listen to it for the beat. I don't necessarily listen to it because I like what they're saying. Eminem, he just captures you. He just pulls you in from what he's saying. But anyway, so I wanted to ask, what did Eminem have to go to a dark place to do this album? So I just want to just check on him and just make sure, because I love me some Eminem, y'all. I love him. I do. Oh, okay. Okay. So it seems that Eminem's honestly being strong. He's being very strong um about not going back into, cuz he was into like pills and stuff. So to see that these cars are basically telling me that uh Eminem basically just worked hard. He wrote, He just, dug deep inside himself. He changed a lot of his old. Eminem was kind of comfortable too. So I'm seeing in this card that he kind of rearranged his team around a little bit and found some of the hottest, upcoming producers and just, other rappers. What's the guy named Joyner Lucas? Like, yeah, him too. So he's an upcoming rapper too. And so I feel like he wanted to kind of change it up and kind of modernize his sound, but at the same time staying true to himself. So he was very strong. And okay, who is this? Eminem. Like, do you have a strong woman behind you that's keeping you strong? And if so, who is she? Oh, 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 y'all, I'm about to cry. Okay, so he was worried. My poor baby was worried about his stardom. Like, he was starting to feel like, I feel like at a Eminem, I actually before before this, I'm excited, y'all. So I'm just like kind of fucking up words. But anyway, before he released this album, before he got started on this album, I feel like after the not the just not his last album, not revival, not being taken so well, by the the general public and all of that stuff, and everybody, like the media, after being slandered and slammed and all of this stuff, he really did consider retiring and leaving the rap game for good. He really did. And this breaks my heart because I'm a true Eminem fan, and I might get it. This is like one of the most emotional ass readings I've ever had to do. Like, I'm so emotional, y'all, and I'm being a true Pisces right now. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, he was thinking about leaving because he was just sick and tired of the bullshit, and he just seeing what the new thing is, and he just like, what is happening. Y'all need to understand, hip hop is Eminem's life. Without hip hop, this man could potentially just rot away, and I mean that with the utmost respect. Like, his passion for hip hop goes so fucking deep. Y'all don't understand. If it wasn't for hip hop, okay, for y'all older like fans who know what I'm talking about, he had a cousin he looked up to named Ronnie, and his cousin is the one who inspired Eminem. Who introduced him to hip hop and inspired him to want to become a rapper. He killed himself, so I just kind of feel like hip hop is his Ronnie. It's keeping him going. He's doing it for Ronnie. He really is, and that as much as Eminem has been through so much, like, there's just, you can't even fathom, like, this man has gone through a lot, y'all. And the fact that he's still standing is just like, give him his respect, like, for real, because feeling his energy is so strong right now. It's like, I'm just having a burst of emotions, and I understand. This is my first reading I've had to do on him, and anyway, the death card signifies Eminem has honestly walked away from that old life of doing pills, and he don't even really drink. He don't even drink, y'all. Like, he don't do anything. He's just like kind of off to himself. This man writes music all freaking day. He is busy, okay? He's not into the club scene. He's not doing any of that stuff. So I'm so happy to see this card, this death card, because that signifies him walking away from his old life and kind of welcoming the new life. So thank God. He was really considering leaving, but something in his intuition told him to keep going, and it could have been, Eminem is actually spiritual, and he talks to his cousin, and he has dreams about his cousin, and his cousin is, when Eminem was, ooh, I'm sorry, y'all, if once, Eminem is like thinking about, his career and just honestly stopping, it's just like, he has a really good intuition. Eminem has a damn good intuition. Like, for real. His intuition is on point. Oh, Eminem suffers from extreme anxiety, y'all. He suffers from extreme anxiety. And actually, before putting this album out, Eminem was so afraid of this album failing that he went into his moments where he was just like, he didn't know if he wanted to release it. But I also feel a confidence in him that 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 understood, like, you know what, that I'm the voice for hip hop. I have to do this. If anybody else can't do this, I have to do it. And so Eminem, oh, I gotta ask another question because I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna be back with the next one.